We've all had to make a decision in our lives, whether it be what we're going to eat for breakfast that morning or what career we want to pursue in life. Each decision we make in our lives has some sort of impact on us, whether that be good or whether that be bad. For me, my biggest fear is making a decision and looking back later thinking, what would have happened if I would have done this differently? And that fear heightens when it comes to my health and my well-being. The story I'm about to tell you is about a decision that changed my life forever. So a little background story. When I was about 10 or 11, I had my first period. And it was really heavy. I had really bad cramping, and I just overall didn't feel very good. As time went on, things progressed and got worse. I was getting physically ill. I was missing school. I wasn't feeling well. Things just got worse. And so one day I had talked to my mom and convinced her to take me to the gynecologist. So when I was about 14 years old, my mom took me to the gynecologist, and the gynecologist sat me down and said, "Oh, I don't think there's anything wrong with you. Here's a birth control. It should lighten your periods and make your cramping go away." So I got on the birth control, and at first things were great. I had lighter periods. I was having regular periods. I was having minimal cramping, and that lasted for about a year. And then as things went on, it continuously got worse. I was spotting. I was having cramping again and extremely heavy periods once again. So about 4 or 5 years later, when I was about 18 or 19 years old, I told my mom that I cannot live like this. I'm in pain. My periods are so bad that I'm missing school, social events, and I can't do anything right. So she took me back to the doctors again, and once again they said, "There's nothing wrong with you. Here's another birth control. Try this one and see how things go." A few months went on, and once again, heavy cramping, heavy periods. Things weren't going great. So I went back to the doctors. They did an ultrasound. They said, "Nothing's wrong with you. Here's another birth control. Here's another medication. Try this, and then come back." Again, nothing worked. So one day I was so fed up that I was on the internet searching, and I came across a condition or an illness called endometriosis, and I had every single symptom that was listed on there. Painful periods, heavy menstrual bleeding, pain in between periods, all of it. So I contacted my doctor and I said, "Is there a possibility that I could have this?" And she said, "I don't think so, but here's medication for it just in case." And again, it didn't work. So I got so fed up that I went online and I researched Advent Health Women's Center, and I found a world-renowned surgeon who deals with endometriosis and women's pain. So I made an appointment. I went to him and I said, "Hey, these are my symptoms. This is how I'm feeling. Is there anything that you can do? Do I have endometriosis?" And he said, "I don't think so, but we can do a surgery." And I said, "A surgery?" And he said, "That's the only way that you can see if you have this illness or not." So I was like, okay. So I went home and talked to my parents, and we sat there weighing the options. Do we go through with the surgery, or do we listen to the doctors? Do I have this illness or not? And the biggest decision I made was ultimately going and getting the surgery. So I went and I got the surgery, and I woke up and had 3 incisions and learned that I had severe endometriosis, severe organ-to-organ adhesion, and that my pain was valid. I had every right to feel the way that I did, and that things were going to be okay. And that was the biggest decision I ever made. Thank you.